Hey guys, how's it going? It's Satara. And we're back at the dining room table, which we're usually not at. We're usually over at the desk. But that means that it's not a typical video.
Yeah.
You can't really see, but there are jars in front of us with various substances. But the particular reason for this video is that after being on YouTube since July 4th, 2007,
Wow.
And posting my video coming up on 10 years ago, June 12th, 2013, I finally achieved over 100 subscribers.
Yay.
103 at last count. So backtracking a little bit, basically I think I just created the account in 2007 basically just to like follow other people and like save stuff and do all that, and add stuff to like watch later, and which you have to have an account to do.
Yeah.
I believe. 2013 is when I put out or started releasing, and this was because I was playing in a band, kind of a put together band up north, of friends of my father's actually, and after his passing we continued to do it for a couple of years. And this I think I borrowed a guy that I worked with, I think I borrowed his camera and filmed our entire night. We did 3 sets that night. Filmed all of it, separated out every song, and every song is up there if you want to look at that show. And that was just so other people who were asking me, what I was doing that weekend or curious about what I did, they could just see it. That's why I started putting, and for the first like 5 years, it was all just performance stuff. It was like old band videos of mine. It was that kind of stuff. January 8th, 2018, so just over 5 years ago, is when I started doing more of this kind of stuff, kind of. Started with what did that wind up being? 8 or 9, 10 part series about my musical history, which is very kind of long and rambly. And if you watch my videos, you know that I get rambly. And I tried to go into as much detail as I could, but and then after that I started doing show reviews. I started doing merch hauls. I started doing trying to do a weekly calendar for a little bit, for like a month, but that got way too much because you don't want to exclude any clubs, and you don't want to. It got people that do those on a regular basis. I admire because I don't know, and then that's where we are now. And then I mean, especially during the dark times a couple of years ago, is when I started doing more like drum focused stuff, like going through my cymbals and doing more practice stuff from the studio and stuff. But 258. This will be video 259 later, and 103 subscribers. Yay. Here we are. So that is why we're doing the video, the what we're doing of the video, and why the jars. So there's this gentleman from Canada, Regina, Canada, I believe, who goes by the screen name of Doka Ryan, and his whole thing is putting things in jars and putting various alcohols with them and leaving it for a week and seeing what happens. So these were some that we found that he had very, very high marks on. Some of the stuff he does not work, and you can tell in the videos that it doesn't work because he just about upchucks
Dies.
every single part of his body. Some of them are pretty disgusting, but
It's entertaining though.
it's very entertaining.
Mhm.
And he does some longer form stuff. There's apparently like this beer and music festival up in Canada, or
Oh.
event that he went to and vlogged that. And I'm like, that looks cool. I want to go to that.
Mhm.
He also did a vodka ranking, which you watched at least part of,
Oh, I think yeah. I
or
watched
maybe the whole thing.
too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And since then, I think he did a gin ranking, and then he just did a beer ranking.
Oh.
But no craft beers, no dark beer. I mean, all basically your standard lagers. Everything
Okay.
he could find in Canada, like 30 of them.
Oh my.
I got about 10 minutes in that video. I was like, oh, this is going to be a long one. Okay, we'll watch that later. But yeah, I mean, younger guy, very entertaining. Yeah, and we've taken inspiration from him to do some of the ones that we saw that he really liked.
Mhm.
So we will start. Let's see, where do we want to start?
I have them in order based on your list, I believe, already. So.
Well, I wasn't going to go on this order.
Oh no. Okay. All right.
Because
That's
I mean,
fair.
as you can see, some of them are 10 out of 10. One is 14 out of 10, and one is 20 out of 10.
Oof.
So I figure we'll start with the 10 out of 10s first,
Okay.
and kind of work our way up to the 20 out of 10, which I think might be a 20 out of 10 because that's the strawberry cream series.
Ooh, yeah. That's right.
Which we had a whiff
right
of
here.
and smells freaking delicious.
Mhm.
If you're familiar with Tequila Rose, it smells a lot like Tequila Rose,
Mhm.
so I have a feeling that one's going to be good. So why don't we start? Let's start with the beets.
All right.
Because I'm curious about the beets.
Do we need a fork?
I have a
your
tongs
spoon? Oh yes, there you go.
for the bone apple teeth, and then I figured instead of trying to pour from the jar, we'll just use that
That's
to get it into
idea.
the glasses.
Sure.
Because that's one of his.
You know I'm very good at pouring from the jar, right? I can try.
I mean, if you think you can pour it in your
My
cute little mini glasses,
spoon.
you go right ahead.
I can try.
But that's always been one of his issues is pouring it, because it's, you know, so he puts it in the jar, slaps it down, waits a week, comes back, opens it up, does the sniff test, and this actually smells really good. I'm kind of excited for this one. It's so you just canned beets. He had diced, we have sliced. Canned beets in cinnamon whiskey. He used Fireball. I did not have any Fireball, and personally don't really like Fireball. So I used Jack Fire. And then he goes in little tongs, does a bone apple teeth. Let's see, this one I filled kind of full, so. Come on. There we go.
You got it. Oh,
There we go.
there. All right.
And he said this one tasted like candied beets.
Oh, okay.
So I'm very curious to see how we go. I will sacrifice myself in the bone apple teeth, so you don't have to.
All right. Oops. I gotta get a fork because I gotta try that. You could use your tongs. I'm gonna get a fork.
Yeah, maybe a fork would be better. These tongs are kind of stiff.
Yeah, and I just almost destroyed your camera because, you know, me. I'm
Okay.
my Polishness like the bone apple teeth.
Oh, that
try
is
one.
interesting.
All right.
I'll wait till you get it
Get
consumed
some.
before. Because it alternates. You get the beef, you get the cinnamon, you get the beet, you get the cinnamon, you get the beet, you get the cinnamon. And then just a little, like, hint of the whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's definitely there, but
Ooh.
it's no candy beets. No, I don't think. I'm not getting candy beets, but it's not bad. I mean, it's not. You're thinking differently, I can tell.
Not bad. It's a very cinnamony.
It's very cinnamony. If you like cinnamon and you don't mind the beets.
The beets, to me, I can't barely even taste the beets. I just get the cinnamon with a little bit of vegetable
Yeah, a little like
taste below
hint
it.
of the actual
A very
texture
beety,
of the beets.
very beety aftertaste, though. But
Yeah,
it's fine.
the beet comes around.
I do like beets.
But the
so.
cinnamon, I mean, I really like beets.
This tastes like eating a cinnamon candle to me. Do you want a whole shot of this stuff here, mister?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Ooh, there you go. All right. And then
It's very pretty.
it is.
I'll give you that. It's a good like. It looks
Okay.
it looks like a good
It's a
red
little
wine.
more difficult with the little cups to
Yeah.
to get
Which
it.
is why I grabbed the
But this will be
the-
fine.
baby squirrel.
All right. That's my little.
Okay, now what does he say?
Diboja.
Diboja, or as I like to say, das vidanya.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, now I like
that
that.
is quite pleasant.
That's good stuff.
That is quite
Ooh,
pleasant.
that's very. It's a lot less cinnamony as a shot, at least for the little bit that I had.
Mhm.
I have to have a baby tastings because I'm on a limit on how much alcohol I can have.
Mhm.
Some medication that I have to take.
And she's already
So-
consumed a mint julep. tonight,
Yeah,
So
a peachy mint julep,
which was
fabulous,
very
actually.
good.
Yeah.
So side note,
Mm-hmm.
if you have the means and you like mint juleps, and all you happen to have because you're not a regular person and don't have any actual regular alcohol
Doesn't like bourbon.
and doesn't really care for bourbon in the first place, and the only bourbon you have that would be suitable with mint, because obviously we're not going to do the dark chocolate banana, we're not going to do the s'more, we're not going to do the PB&J
No.
or the screwball,
Yeah.
and the only thing you have suitable is peach crown.
It works.
It works very well.
Yeah. Very, very well. And peach crown is fabulous anyways, so
Yeah,
it's really
I would agree.
delicious.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
What you need?
Because I was going to
Oh, a
put
pen?
our scores next to
Yeah, let me go
his
get
scores.
I'll get a pen.
Yeah.
I'm on this side of the camera.
So, yeah, I'm going to tag Dope Ryan in this. I'm assuming he's on Facebook. And if you do happen to see this, and I haven't watched all of your content, but I don't think I've seen this, and assuming you can get them in Canada, if you do chocolate covered cherries, the liquid ones, not the cream ones. If you can find the liquid ones,
The Casella
the
ones.
Cella, or the Queen Anne.
Yeah. Queen Anne has cream in them.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it's the Cella ones that
The
are
Cella
liquid.
one, the liquid chocolate covered cherries, and do that in if you can find like a black cherry rum.
Mm.
Very very good.
Yeah,
Very
give us your rating for that one. Yes.
Yeah, I would be curious to. So where do we put?
You said 10 out of 10.
Yeah, these first four are all 10 out of 10. I mean, I would. For the beat, I'd probably give it like a 7. For the shot, I'd probably give it like a 9.
The beat, I would say maybe a 5 or a 6,
Mhm.
but the shot, I would say I could go with a 9, 8 or 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
9.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll say the beets and cinnamon whiskey is a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could go with that. It's a very it's a lot less like deadly tasting.
Yeah. Oddly with the shot, I mean, because the beet juice is also with this, and in the shot, the actual whiskey kind of goes away.
It does. It's very less cinnamony, very less
Alcohol-y.
Yeah,
Like it's less potent.
violent. It's less violent. Let's
Yes,
put it that
that's
way.
a good way to put it.
And,
And yeah, I mean that's surprising. That's surprisingly good. Yeah.
You wouldn't have thought. Who'd have thunk it?
Never would have thunk it. Like half the things he does, I'm just like, really, dude? Like, are you? And he swears he's not running out of ideas.
No, I'm
but-
sure he's
but
not. You
Some
could wonder.
days, some days it's like
Potato chips. We need to do like potato chips in
I think
something.
he
Has
did.
he done that?
He did chocolate covered potato chips.
Oh,
I believe
interesting.
in vodka. He has his own vodka, by the way,
Yeah.
Winoka vodka.
Mm.
I believe he did that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Again, I mean, he a ton of these things,
Mm-hmm.
and he's on YouTube. He's on TikTok. I'm sure he's on Instagram too, but I'm not on Instagram.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, well, let's get this one over with, just because I have a feeling it's going to be nasty.
The worst. All right.
Okay, so this is orange cream savers.
It's a very barfy looking texture on this side of the bottle here.
Yeah.
Should I shake it?
I mean, I already shook it. If you want to shake it some more, I don't think it'll hurt it.
It's determined to just stay there, I think.
So, if you remember cream savers, I almost remember these from like my childhood.
I'm like teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, teenager years.
Like it's a 90s thing. That went away, and then I think they came back.
Yeah, and then you could only find them on Amazon.
Yeah, I did not see them in these stores, so I ordered a 4-pack, actually, 2 of these and 2 of these off of Amazon. And yeah, I believe he did both. Yeah, and the orange he gave a 10 out of 10. The strawberry spoilers, he gave a 20 out of 10. So that's what we're going to end with.
That's why I'm keeping this one close.
We're going to end with on a good note.
If I run away, I'm taking this one with.
So we actually, because these have been sitting on my shelf for anywhere for 2 to 3 weeks probably. And we did a smell test on this one. We smelled all of them. Did a smell test on this, and I commented that it smells like some sort of like floor cleaner or something. I mean, or it smells like oranges that are almost to the point of turning.
Yes,
like
exactly that alcohol. If your orange is starting to go bad.
Yeah.
Alcohol with a little mold in it. Although this almost smells like, some kind of cleaner. Woofed. Oh yeah, I'm pouring.
Yeah, but it does smell very like moldy.
There's no bone apple teeth.
There's no bone apple teeth because bone apple teeth because they did dissolve fully.
Ooh, it's very creamy. And, oh, you know, it almost reminds me of an orange Julius.
Oh yeah.
So far, orange like an orange. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
And even when I did, I never got the orange. I always got the strawberry.
Me and my friends used to, whenever we had sleepovers, our movie night, we would make homemade orange Julius.
Oh.
It's so easy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean it's basically just
orange juice, vanilla, ice cream, and
was there ice cream in it?
No, I think there might be, or milk, but I want to say there was ice. Oh no, it was like a milk and ice.
Yeah, it was like almost like a slushy situation.
I didn't spill that one. Look at that cute little. I was given these as a present. These little cute mini shot glasses.
Yeah, fancy little box.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like breakfast.
Smells less scary. Okay. All right, what is it? Divoja.
Divoja, das Verano. Okay, it tastes better than it smells.
Oh yeah.
It still has a little bit of like a pithy kind of aftertaste.
A very perfumey, almost like lemon pledge, only orange cream savers pledge, kind of an aftertaste. But that's not bad.
It's not bad. It wouldn't be my front runner. I mean, I think I like the beet juice better than that.
I like this better than beet juice. This is a very, but I like a little more of a floral, perfumey taste sometimes anyways.
Yeah.
The beet juice is good though. You could do that with some maybe that cranberry Sprite that they come out with at Christmas time. Yeah, no, this is good though. You could do this with some ice cream, make yourself like a, oh geez, that would be good if you blended that up with some ice cream, make a boozy milkshake.
Oh, see, I'm thinking take a couple shots of this, mix it with like some orange soda jerk or even a little bit of simple to take away the bitterness.
Yeah.
But then I'm
again, like super sweet stuff.
Like I joke, I'm almost 50. I'm 49 years old. I drink like a 21-year-old sorority girl.
I drank like a freaking sailor.
And she's always drank like, you know,
bourbon.
your metal shop worker, like, or miner or something.
A miner.
Yeah, but
like
I mean, I like sweet, and I'm not afraid to admit that I like sweet.
Mm-hmm. Just
So
like
yeah,
Tinky Poo with his pink drinks. So.
So yeah, I would take that and do something to sweeten it up. But yeah, I mean that's.
See, for me, that was plenty. It does not taste bitter as it does it when you smell it. When you smell it, it smells like it's gonna be
like
acidic, like potent, nasty, and bitter. But I thought that was plenty sweet, actually, for my taste buds. So yeah, I give it easy 10 out of 10.
See, I'd give that.
I got beet in my teeth now. Woozy beets in my teeth.
I'd probably get the same as the beets. I'd probably give it
A 9? Okay, fair enough.
So we'll average out 9.5.
I was just thinking that actually. I was gonna say you better give that a 9.5. I think it deserves a 0.5 over the beets.
Okay.
But yeah, that was pleasant.
Okay.
What's the next 10 out of 10? You're gonna have to organize them because
so those two are. This is the 14 out of 10. That's the 20 out of 10.
All right. Okay.
So we'll do this one first. So this is
the dark chocolate ones, right?
There. The dark chocolate robin's eggs. I don't remember what.
Cadbury
is it
eggs.
Cadbury?
Yeah, it's Cadbury. Yep.
The little candy coated robin's eggs that you get at Thanksgiving.
Not the actual
at Easter.
Easter, yeah. Not the actual robin's eggs though, because those are different.
Oh, right.
Robin's eggs are the malted milks.
Right.
Yeah, these are the Cadbury chocolate with candy
with
coating.
the candy coating.
Yeah, the little pastel chalky covered ones. Okay.
Oh, and we haven't. Oh, and the cream savers. Both of the cream savers are actually in Malibu, in coconut rum.
Oh yeah.
Which probably adds to a little bit of that weird kind of funky kind of
that
bitterness.
flavor. There now remembering that we did that makes a little more sense.
Yeah, I should probably tell what we're actually soaking these in.
That was that was cinnamon whiskey. You said that.
This is the cinnamon whiskey. These
coconut rum.
Yeah, these two are both Malibu. So we'll do the eggs next, the mini eggs, and he just did it in a normal spiced rum, and I was like, well, you know, we can't just let that be. So we did it in a cherry spiced rum. Again, I like sweet. I've got a shitload of rum. I have no whiskey, but a lot of rum.
Was that the cherry or was that the Sailor Jerry? Didn't we do one of these with Sailor Jerry?
No.
Oh.
No, this is.
Oh, you wrote it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is.
I think we did something in Sailor. Maybe we didn't.
Not this time around.
Oh no, we decided not to. Yeah. Okay.
So this guy.
Your basicest black cherry rum ever.
Black cherry rum.
Yeah.
The spice rum. Again, I probably showed this on video. This is probably my favorite rum ever, and probably my favorite alcohol ever. Your Largo Bay Black Cherry Rum is just. If I could purchase a case of it and just have it, I would, because.
Would you could?
I'd go through
sure
it.
You could.
Not quite.
You might become an alcoholic if I showed up with a case of it, though, for you. But.
Well, I wouldn't drink it once. I would just not have to buy a new bottle every 6 months.
Oh. Well, every 6 months is not extreme either, so you're good.
Let's see. Side note. I first started to develop my bar. Again, it was during the lockdown, the dark times. So like 3 years ago, and this is I think the third bottle of Black Cherry rum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So about one a year, give or take, which I could easily ramp up to one every 6 months, but probably no more than that, because that would literally be the only booze I drink. Yeah. It mixes really well with Mountain Dew, as odd as that sounds.
Which I don't think I've still tried.
Do ice, do about that much of the rum, fill the rest of it Mountain Dew. You can't taste the rum, you can taste the cherry. And it's so complimentary. It's oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
That's my drink of choice. Really.
Cool.
Anyway, so this is the mini eggs in the cherry spice rum, and because we've done a number of these, and the chocolate ones can go wonky.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some really good ones. The chocolate covered cherries that turned out really well.
Mm-hmm.
The peanut butter cups, not so much.
Those were weird.
Those got kind of funky. So
sludgy and creepy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So.
One apple teeth.
And he does like 15. I'm just gonna do one.
Yeah, we're gonna be gentle. Oh, I was gonna say that might be the time to use the dilly bop. I'm gonna do like a pickle and just grab it. Really solid.
Once you get into the chocolate, it just tastes like chocolate.
Tastes like a chocolate covered cherry at first bite.
A little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like a zingy chocolate covered cherry.
Actually, I can taste the cherry all the way through.
Mm-hmm. See, I knew the cherry one was a good call on this.
That's a good bon appetit.
Mm-hmm.
I could get drunk eating all that chocolate out of there. My goodness. It smells a little dangerous. Well, let's see what we have. And there's a little flecks. There you go. All right. Ooh, that's a little messy.
That's a little messy.
Yeah, that's like a different substance.
Yeah.
All right.
So that is very creamy.
Looks like chocolate milk. Yoo-hoo. Looks like yoo-hoo. All right.
All right. Boja, that's what I know. See, now that one, the liquid tastes way stronger than it smells and the chocolate taste. I don't know if I like that or not.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but like the chocolate in the shot disappears. Like that's basically
very mild.
It's like drinking a creamy version of the cherry spice rum.
It tastes like a chocolate milk, literally like chocolate cherry milk
with rum.
A boozy chocolate cherry milk. Yes.
Yes.
It's not bad. I don't mind it.
I'm not.
It definitely has a kick to it.
As they say, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know.
It's not its fault that it was born. We made it.
We did
gave birth to it.
Bring it to life. Yes.
Yes. It's alive.
So I'm curious to see because that was.
I want another bon
Another egg?
appetit.
Yeah.
Those are fracking good. You want another one?
Yeah.
They look like wrinkly, weird, creepy dinosaur egg things because they're wrinkly in there.
Oh, that one's more melted. So I'm curious if we like took the immersion blender and actually melted got all the chocolate liquefied, how that would affect them.
I bet you it'd be fracking good.
Yeah, I mean that one I had high hopes for.
We could always pause the video and immersion blender this sucker.
Well, why don't we do the other three?
Okay, fair enough.
And then we might pause and come back.
Part two. Part two.
Well, not even a part two. Just
wow.
Pause it for 3 seconds while we.
If you can immersion blender that in 3 seconds, oh boy. Yeah.
I don't know, some of that chocolate's pretty soft. Okay, so what do we think? I'm probably going just as it is, as a shot, I'm probably going about 8.5.
Let's just say 8. Yeah, 8.5. We could do that.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yep. Here, I'm going to let you break that splooge of old apple teeth off your arm there. Yeah. It's just distracting me, you know. You know me, easily distracted. All right. So we're going to leave you open because we have.
Yeah, we have plans for you.
Yeah.
All
right.
So as we're doing this, what are your feelings about now that I've shoehorned you onto my channel? What are your feelings on all that?
on a being part of your
on being
endeavors here.
a very,
YouTube
very
star.
minor YouTube celebrity. Yeah.
It's fun. Like I wouldn't do it without you. I wouldn't have started doing it without you. So I'm honored. Tickled pink that you were like, you're gonna do this with me, and I can't say no to him. Look at that face. Can you say no to that face? And so yeah, so I'm having fun. It's fun. Creative and like it's actually kind of it's fun. It's a neat little.
It's a nice little outlet.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when you have people like Chuck.
Oh yeah.
Messaged me I think earlier this week saying, you know, thanks for coming to the show, and how did you put it? Like, I watched the review with, you and your lady, and, thanks for the kind words.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, man, absolutely, thanks for watching. He's like, yeah, I watched a few other ones. You're pretty entertaining. I was like, cool. So I have a feeling he might be subscriber 103. Shout out to Chuck. If you know Chuck is awesome. And yeah.
Yeah, this is fun. I'm glad to do this with you.
And we do have to work on, like especially for like Rockfest. I would love to do a less of a review and more of like a vlogging thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Just because if you wait till after you're done, 3.5 days, that's a lot of shit to go through.
It is, and then to remember, like we, already trying to do notes and stuff, with the local shows and stuff, and I'm trying to put my phone. So if we're at shows and I'm on my phone, I'm not messing around. I'm actually taking notes. So, yeah, I'm not on like Facebook or doing whatever the heck, because I'm a music fiend. Like I want to see and hear. So, but it is a lot, and sometimes, or I'm like, was that band or was that band? And I like to kind of make at least a couple quick notes so I can remember what.
So we know who we're talking about, especially if it's bands that like neither of us have seen before. Mm-hmm. Like actually, a lot of the shows we went to like last year, there was a lot of shows where it's like, I know one of the 6 bands we're seeing. It's like. And I saw them once in 2016. They were third on the bill at the terminal or whatever.
And he remembers all that stuff.
I try to remember all that
I
stuff.
don't. I don't remember yesterday sometimes. So.
But so I'd like to try to do more of a vlogging, especially for an event like Rockfest, just because it's so much. Mm-hmm. And again, we'll be on site, so that should be a little bit easier.
Yeah.
At the very least, we could do end of day or next morning.
Oh yeah.
Kind of recaps, and then just to get more like actual like on-site footage and or B-roll, I think the technical term is, and just kind of bring our 103 subscribers more into the experience. Because if you've never been to Rockfest in Cadott, middle of July, it's awesome. It really, if you're a music fan, if you're a fan of live music, or if you're a fan of just that communal thing that drives us all to do what we do, Rockfest is an absolute must, at least once in your life.
It took me until I was 44 to go, and wow. It's an experience.
It's definitely an experience for sure, and the fact that A, it always sells out. B, we had to get our spots for next year on the Friday morning.
It was Saturday morning.
Was it Saturday morning? I thought it was Friday morning.
It might have been. Oh no, it was Friday morning.
Okay, the festival runs Wednesday through Saturday. Friday morning, we had to get our spots for next year, for the next year.
Yeah, if you want
your reserved
same tickets.
Yeah. That shows how insane these people are. And plus, it's in the middle of Wisconsin, so they're going to be crazy anyway. I mean,
Well, side of Wisconsin, but
Well,
yeah, it's Wisconsin.
it's in rural Wisconsin.
Yes, there we go.
And nothing against Wisconsin. I've never had a bad time in Wisconsin. I actually really like Wisconsin.
Knock on wood.
They do have quite the reputation, especially for alcohol consumption. But again, as we said in our 7-part review, I think 4 or 5, whatever the hell it was, last year for Rockfest. That being said, and the fact that there was a shitload of alcohol on site, so much so they ran out of certain products.
Rum
Pineapple rum and Sprite was it Sprite or 7-Up? It was Sprite.
Whatever one it is, I don't remember.
It is awesome. Middle of the summer, lots of ice. It's nice and refreshing. They ran out of pineapple rum a couple of times during the week, but we did not see any instances of like you would expect. Like you would expect a bunch of drunken people just like around. Didn't see it at all. I mean, these people are professionals of anything. So yeah, no, it's definitely a good time. Definitely, and the fact that you don't know the line. I mean, they just announced the lineup. What, 2 months ago?
Yeah,
a month and a half
like
ago.
that. Yep.
So you're buying the tickets and you're waiting, and you have no idea who's going to be there. You know it's going to be good, but you have no idea who's going to be there. And that's kind of the excitement for it, actually.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, oh, who's it going to be? Okay. I mean, this year we're getting, who were the 3 big headliners?
Pantera.
Godsmack, Pantera, and Slipknot.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah. No. I'll take it.
And I think Soul Asylum is headlining the Wednesday party, which will be lots of fun. That'll be cool.
Oh yeah.
Along with whoever else, and then you know your tribute bands and your local bands, and I mean just a ton of people. But anyway, that's I digress. So,
oh boy,
this is one that he did. So this is a Terry's Chocolate Orange. I don't know how long they've been in the state. It's like an English confection. It's a British confection, and they've had them every Christmas for years. I've just only seen them in the States in the last maybe 5-10 years. So I don't know. If it was just coming over or whatever. But and he did these in plain Jameson. I don't have any plain Jameson. As I said, I don't have any normal alcohol. I do have Jameson Orange.
Which is fabulous.
Which blew up TikTok when it came out. Everyone was just going nuts for it. Another person we follow, One with Pikey. He went nuts with the Jameson Orange. He, between that and the Soda Jerk, I got Soda Jerk. I ordered, because they didn't carry it in our local Total Wine. So I had to get it from CW Spirits. And ordered it just because he was such a proponent of it. And I got one of these, the orange and the root beer. And they're both quite good. I mean, the orange literally tastes like an orange soda. And the root beer is like a little bit spicier version of like the Phillips root beer schnapps. It's like a little bit elevated version of that. So yeah, to say that social media has no influence, I've bought in so much stuff because of TikTok. It's insane. The Jameson Orange being you know, right up there. But it's worth it. I mean, it smells. It doesn't smell like fake orange. It smells like you're sniffing an actual. You're like fresh orange.
Zest of the orange,
insane.
And oils. It's like it's good.
So I figured it's a chocolate orange, so it's orange flavored anyway. Because I had one last year. I had a dark chocolate one last year, and yeah, there was definitely an orange taste to it. So this is just a regular milk chocolate one. And I'm like, well, I'll put it in Jameson Orange because that'll be really good. And yeah, it smells. It smells like
Ooh.
If you were to take
Ooh.
a fresh orange slice and dip it in chocolate, that's what it smells like.
That's exactly what it smells like.
So, and again, the
wow,
holding up very well. I mean, not a lot of meltage there.
That's interesting. What if you stab it and see how it ends up like? Oh boy, look at that. Oh boy, oh boy.
Can I get it in my mouth this time? That's the question.
That's what she said.
I have all my set for 18 and up, so that's fine.
Oh, good.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oops, that sounds a little potent.
It is a hair potent.
I gotta get one. Come here.
I don't think you'll be able to
I
stab
don't
it.
want two of them. I just want one.
Yeah, I think it's too soft to stab. I think it'll fall apart. Because it melted right in my mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of. Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's all right.
That's okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if I could eat a lot of those, but I could eat a couple of those and probably be feeling really good.
It just disintegrates in your mouth.
And again, you're hit with that
Ooh.
almost pithy, fresh orange.
Not pithy, because the pith is the white yucky part.
Well, but you know what I mean.
You know,
like
the zesty.
Like the zesty, like almost bitter, like fresh orange.
That's good stuff.
And then you get a little bit of the whiskey on the back end. And then the chocolate, obviously, is kind of underlying.
Ooh, that is good. That's good.
That's kind of yummy.
That is really, it is kind of yummy.
That might be...
Oh, yeah. I have to do my job here and do my job. It's very chunky.
It's a little chunky, yeah. That one I'd like to blend too, I think.
Yeah, we might have to do that and then taste it again.
Yeah. Okay, so that one will blend up.
They look like weird little... I'm going to say this, you might not like me, but I feel like I need to give them like a close-up.
Give them a
if
visual,
it's
come on.
possible. But let's see if I can make it kind of... Wait, where am I doing? There we go.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
there you
it
go.
looks like little livers soaking in there in some kind of a weird science experiment formaldehyde brine. It does. It looks like little livers.
Yeah.
In there.
Like little organ. And she is a lab tech, so that's okay. She's not talking at a school.
I have seen
I'm sure
some
she's
things.
seen some shit in the last
I have
20
seen some things.
Some
23 years almost.
Yeah, I was gonna say going on 25 years.
Oh wait, no, what? Yeah, 23 plus. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a chunky chunk. It does look like little pieces of liver. It really does. That's good. Ooh, that's good stuff. Okay.
I was gonna say we could probably take the muddler and just muddle that.
We could.
It'd probably break down really easily.
You can emulsify and all muddle.
Yeah. Okay. So that
It does not look good.
that looks like grease. It looks like old frog grease.
It looks like grease with weird lots of stuff
chunkies in it. But anyway,
meat protein that comes off of your steak sometimes. You know, I'm not making it any more appetizing, but I'm a steak girl too, so I know what I'm talking about.
Steak and whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Again, chocolate pretty much gone. I mean, it provides a little bit of smoothness.
It makes it a little oily.
A little oily.
And it knocks out that whiskey burn.
A little bit, yeah. It's not quite as burny.
There's an aftertaste. There's an afterburn though.
Yeah.
You can feel that.
That's
going to be a lot better, I think, once it's mixed. Also.
Once it's blended, yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Not bad. Like this. Yeah, I mean.
I'd rather eat it than drink it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The chocolate itself was
the Bon Appetit are good.
Was damn good. The shot was good, but not great. Again, I'd probably give it, 7.5, 8, something like that.
I could go, 7.5 or 8. Whatever you feel. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go 8.
Okay. I can do that. I feel that's all right.
Yeah.
We should have 2 glasses left. Nope, that one's. Oh, they're back there. I see now. Okay, I'm just fine.
Okay, yeah, we'll
All right.
line you up before we. Okay.
There you go. Ding, ding, ding.
Now this is the one I've been half fearful, half curious about, and this is the one that kind of, sorry, sweating me out. That kind of started this latest, because, God, what do we haven't even done in the past? Our history of doing stuff with jars started with the freaking Arby's vodka.
Yeah, somebody decided that she just had to try the curly fry Arby's vodka. And I did do a potato cake one too.
Oh, is that potato cakes?
Yeah,
okay.
It's potato cakes. There's one that's the, you know how they have the triangle cakes?
Yeah. The hash browns, yeah.
Yeah, the hash browns. There was one with the hash browns that I did, and then there was a curly fry. Oh no, it wasn't the hash browns. It was the crinkle fries.
Yeah, the crinkle fries.
Yeah, that's right.
Because
Because they don't have the triangle cakes anymore. So yeah, it was the crinkle fries and the
curly fries. Neither of which, in my opinion, ended up very well. Like it just didn't. But that kind of set in motion. God, I've done the only one. I mean, we did the chocolate covered cherries. We did the peanut butter cups. That was another Doka Ryan. The Reese's peanut butter cups in, I think, just a dark rum.
Yeah, I think it was. You did a different candy, I know.
I did peach rings.
Oh yeah.
Which kind of just gelatinized into like a. It's still on the shelf over there somewhere. It just kind of gelatinized into a thing.
You did the pineapple.
The candy pineapple in Malibu. That actually ended up fairly good.
Yeah.
I would recommend that. Because that's a fun little treat. I don't think I've done a shot of that yet though. So after we do these and blend that, we'll have to get that.
All right.
One that I tried and failed. I think failed. I was going through my cupboard and found some candied mango. And I'm like, oh, I mean, this has been sitting up here forever. I should throw it in something. And what the hell did I throw? It must have been vodka.
Just the vodka?
It might have just been straight Smirnoff. And yeah, that literally looks and tastes and smells like industrial like floor cleaner. It's
what was
disgusting.
The one that went rotten on us? That was like growing, or it was just so nasty. We dumped it out right away. It was. Was it a fruit? No. Granola. Wasn't it like a granola bar or something? Oh, it was.
Was it a granola bar?
It was like the fruit and nut granola bars.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, it was up in the cupboard, and we're like, let's do this.
Yeah, and did we do that?
I think it was just the vodka or something.
Yeah, that did not turn out well.
No, it was like rotten taste. It was, well, we didn't even taste it. I think we just smelled it.
I think we just cracked the jar and was like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So when we go out on our own, things do not end well. So I think we'll just be following Doka Ryan's lead from now on.
Just put that in there.
Just because he is a semi-professional and this is kind of what he does, so so we'll so this latest
we did gummy bears too, didn't we? Or something that got all weird and gross. And
we did a couple of gummy things.
Yeah.
And I was using we have smaller jars for those. So
oh, Jolly Ranchers you did. Oh, the pineapple Jolly Ranchers wasn't good. Wasn't that like the another floor cleaner one? I think that was pineapple Jolly Ranchers.
Okay. Well here's the candy pineapple.
It's really good.
And that one's actually really good.
This here.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, is that the Werther's? We did some Werther's.
Oh, we did the Werther's too.
Yeah.
That might be the Werther's.
The Werther's in, was that Myers Myers?
The dark rum?
Dark rum?
Might have been. I have no idea.
That looks like orange Jolly Rancher. Mango Jolly Ranchers? Didn't I have a tropical Jolly Rancher?
That was the apple Jolly Ranchers, I think.
Apple Werther's.
Oh, the caramel apple.
Caramel apple Werther's, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks
Better
like
than
a sign. It's like a evil Halloween. I don't know. We're at the point now where it's like, we should be writing on this stuff is what we should be doing.
Yeah,
That
and
looks deadly.
this is the peach rings. They just completely melted.
Gosh.
And I think this is the peach rings.
That would make work for Malini.
I don't even.
I'm scared. Well, that says SB on it. What is an SB?
I have no idea.
Oh my god. Did it weld itself shut?
Yeah, that's peach rings. Or was the peach rings?
Oh, it smells so good. It does smell good still. I don't think it's got a bone apple teeth, does it? You just want to, oh my gosh, that's like, That was an interesting.
Again, not horrible.
Is it the texture?
A little, no, it's not the texture.
No?
You get that initial shot of alcohol,
Mm.
and then the sweetness kind of comes in later.
Okay.
Again, not bad, just
Yeah. It's definitely got an interesting color. I would tell you what that looks like in the lab world, but I don't want to disturb you, so. Lab techs would know, and it's even sticking to the sides of the container exactly like it would.
So lab techs, if you know, you know, because I have no idea.
You know. And it was lab week.
It was lab week. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw. What was the thing with the candy bars and the?
Amanda made that. Amanda Sherman made those. So we test, one of the things we test for is C. difficile in your stool, which has a toxin in it that makes you very ill. Mm-hmm. And so what she did was she made a C. difficile, because one of the main things of that is your stool's kind of runny. So she put in urine cups, she melted different candy bars.
That's what, okay.
And then you have to, and I've got pictures so you can add them to this. And so you have to look at cups 1 through 5 and decide which stool specimen is the Three Musketeers or the Reese's Cups or those things. So, which is a fun game. And then she also did make, and I have a picture of, she made us urine cups. And so they're Jello in urine cups, and then there's different
not Jello shots
kinds.
No,
we're at work, but it's like a urine.
When I first saw them, I thought, they're Jello shots. That's a good idea.
And one of them is this color. One of them is this color. So yeah. So he'll attach those in here, but. So yeah, so last week we did fun things and had potlucks and had mazes, our little paper mazes and crossword puzzles and got treats, and so all the fun stuff.
Because your organization knows how to treat you guys.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, we pretty much do most of it ourselves. We do it within ourselves, but we learn we gotta every now and then toot our own horns. So
well, I think you should, yeah.
You know, because
you're pretty much the backbone of the.
Well,
hospital,
as far as diagnostics, a lot of diagnostics and stuff. I mean, you still definitely nurses are important.
For sure. We're not.
I like
diminishing anyone.
My job and such, but I don't think I could handle being a nurse. So I greatly appreciate nurses. I appreciate everybody. I just did my job.
Yeah.
So.
And I hate mine, but that's okay. Anyway. So that's stuff we've done in the past, kind of on our own. And what kind of triggered this last round is this guy. Now, so this is canned peaches in absinthe. Now, he had like the green absinthe, so it was a different.
So like normal, vibrant.
What you think of when you think of absinthe. And we did an absinthe tasting. God, 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago,
something like that.
Where we literally got
was it like 6 or
five or six
6.
5 or 6 different absinthes, bottles of absinthe, and tasted them, but did them properly with the sugar cubes and the whole
Did the
whole
dilution
deal.
and all of that.
And I found, because they're all, I mean, I think the lowest proof on any of them was maybe 75 or something. I mean, they were all like up there. And the one that he used, I think, was 90 proof.
Okay.
And I think the one we have is, if not 90 proof, it's pretty close. So they're comparable. And it's not that I don't like black licorice, because I'm one of the few people that actually really likes the taste of anise and black licorice. It's just when you get stuff that's that high of proof, that I can't do. I'm just like, yeah. But this is the first one we saw that he did where he was like ecstatic and it was like jumping up and down. This one he literally gave a 14 out of 10. And I went back and watched all of the videos for all of these to get the scores. So yeah, and we smelled this one earlier and we were just like, this one could be good. Because again, it just smells like licorice. A slightly sweeter licorice, probably because again, you just dump the peaches and their juice and all, and then just fill the rest with, well, not the rest. I had to kind of adjust things because I'm like, these are big jars. Yeah. I don't want to fill the entire jar with the alcohol because A, I would run out of alcohol, and B, I don't think, like for these, I just did enough to cover. And the beef obviously got a little out of control, but so anyway, that being said,
big pineapple teeth.
Pineapple teeth.
Do Morse code with your peach. Don't die. Oh boy, I can smell it though. Is it not? Is a bad one? I'm gonna do it though. If you did it, I have to do it.
I was gonna say, if you like absinthe, you'll probably like it. It's the peach like somehow intensifies it.
Ooh. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay. Woo. That tastes like.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Smell my fresh breath.
Right back at you.
My fresh fragrance. I like it, but it kicks you in the nuts. I don't even have nuts, and it kicked me in the nuts.
That brings me right back to the absinthe tasting we did. Like,
poor guy.
Right back to it. And again, it's not the licorice flavor. On the peach,
it's the worm. You could taste the wormwood.
Oh, you can totally taste the wormwood.
It makes all of that more herbal stuff just. Yeah. Yeah,
and as I said, I think the peach somehow took all that flavor and like almost intensified it. Like I don't know how concentrated it or something.
It's got a huge wormwood aftertaste, like a big time.
Yeah, now that it's kind of going away, it's actually kind of pleasant.
I can still taste it back in my throat.
But that initial bite was just like, oh my god.
It was very pleasant right in the middle of the chew. To me, it tasted like a peach textured, delicious black jelly bean. Right in the middle. And in the beginning, you're like, holy crap, you're kind of almost in shock. And then it's yummy, yummy, yummy. And then it's like, yeah. And then it like overwhelms you and kicks you in the nuts, even if you don't have them.
If you were going to do this, I would suggest And if you're going to eat the peaches, I would suggest going through beforehand, taking each slice and maybe doing it in like thirds. Because a whole slice was like a lot.
It was a lot.
I would do it probably in like thirds, in smaller chunks. In smaller chunks, I could see that being really good. But
or less absinthe, actually.
Yeah, less.
If you cut down a bit of the absinthe in there, I think it would be a little sweeter, maybe just a little.
Yeah, a little more balance between the
more
peach juice
tolerable.
and the yeah.
That could almost make. I would be curious to see. To use those peaches in like
Cobbler.
A peach cobbler or a peach upside down caramel pancake or something, you know, like a an oven pancake or something.
Do you think the absinthe would overpower it?
Not if we drained them off a little bit, you know, maybe or sliced them in half the long way.
Yeah.
And made a little thinner layer of them, you know, and then if you have the caramel sugar and stuff.
That might be kind of good.
Yeah. But that's something there.
Well, unfortunately,
it's a lot of something.
It's time for a shot.
Oh shit! Can you say that? I guess you can because I just did. You're the editor, so.
Oh, again.
Oh my god.
When I. Yeah, that's
here you go.
Probably good. I set these for over 18.
Okay.
When I upload them, because I know there may or may not be a little bit of cursing involved, so
it's almost pretty.
I mean, it's very pretty. It almost looks like fresh lemon juice or something.
Yeah. I'm scared of this one. Okay, what did you say? Das Vidania? What is that? Be with God, go with God?
I think that's just goodbye in Russian.
Oh, goodbye, that's right. You told me that. I always say something not the right thing. Okay. Oof.
As we say, here's to your health. Or something.
Okay, I'm going to kill whatever bacteria is hanging around.
Oh! Okay, that was not pleasant. Not for me, at least.
I like it until I get that funky wormwood aftertaste. It's just too much for me.
In the shot?
Oof,
all the wormwood and all the anise goes away. I get like this really, really.
It's like a funky, almost slightly fermented taste.
Really like citrusy, but in a bad way. Like
kind
that
of
really,
like Malort.
really. A little bit like Malort.
Got a Malort aftertaste.
If you remember the last video that we were sitting here.
Hey, we can give that shit to Sugar Buzz. Here you go, guys. Do you want us to immersion blenderize it or not? Let us know. It's all for you.
You could make like smoothies out of it.
Oh God.
Do shots of it on stage. It'd be awesome.
Put some wheatgrass in there. Some flax.
Have it as your morning routine. I mean,
I bet you poop real good with that stuff. Woofda. Drink enough of it and you won't even know you're pooping.
Whew. So what are we thinking? I'm thinking
4.
I was gonna be generous and say a 5, but I agree, probably a 4. Probably a 4.
It's really not pleasant. If you like absinthe, it's barely tolerable.
Yeah,
but I really don't like it.
And again, I mean, this has been sitting here for at least 2 weeks, if not 3 weeks.
At least.
Maybe after a week, because he does all his stuff for a week. Usually, unless he forgets.
But I don't know how it's going to change anything.
I don't know if it would be. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'd be less concentrated on the peach.
Maybe.
Or something.
Less absinthe maybe would make it a little bit better, but that
stuff
is
a better balance between the peach juice and the.
So Beth, you let us know.
Miss Brennan.
It's
I know
yours.
you guys like Malort.
You can give it a shot.
This is
literally
all yours. This is all yours. If you want.
Apple teeth and all, they're all for you.
Next band dinner you have. I want to see this jar at the table
Yeah.
and everybody eating it.
Yeah, just as the Castor boys. we show up with some surprises every now and then. We gotta stop. You know what I was thinking? We really should stop calling them the Castor boys, because I mean they are our boys, but they're actually men, and I feel kind of bad calling them boys.
But Castor Men doesn't have the same ring as Castor Boys. I don't think they would object.
Instead of the Chippendales, who we call them like the Castordales or something, like you know. But I don't know.
We probably have to run up by Caitlin and whoever Steven's girl is.
It's two Caitlins.
Oh, is it two Caitlins?
Yeah. It's Caitlin Rose and Caitlin. I think it's Caitlin.
That does sound familiar.
There's another Caitlin. Well, maybe Caitlin Rose is the one.
Caitlin Rose is Alex's girl.
Yeah, and then there's another Caitlin.
Oh, is there another
Caitlin? You keep talking. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna do my.
Yeah, we have had our time, and that was in the review for Steven's last birthday. If you know,
Caitlin Alexandra.
Yeah, so it's
two Caitlins. Yeah.
If you know the band Castor Velour, they're a local
awesome
glam rock.
Industrial metal? What do they call themselves?
Well, what they do is industrial theater.
But they're metal. So.
But they're like glam rock.
They're freaking awesome.
And they're musically awesome, and the stage show is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the nicest people you ever meet. I know some people have issue with them.
Well,
I do not.
Their own people. So.
We do not, because they know how to treat.
We love
the right people, and they're awesome.
They share their fluffy blankies and pillows with you if you want to. So they're very nice.
They're very good. They make sure you're okay.
Very nice, young.
But we did ambush, I think is the right word. Stephen on his birthday. We made a concoction. That's another thing we made.
Yeah.
We took Death Wish coffee, which is some of the strongest.
Death Wish coffee ground. So the actual
grounds, which is some of the strongest coffee
ever
outside of like espresso, which isn't even that.
Well, espresso is
different.
How it's made.
Right.
That's mainly. But.
So this is some of the strongest coffee you can buy on market, and we soaked it in 100 proof vodka. And let that steep for a couple weeks. 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Who made that? We saw that in a video.
That might have been another Doka Ryan.
I think it was a Doka Ryan.
Yeah.
And what did he say? He said he didn't know if he had lots of energy or he was going to die or both. It was just hilarious.
Yeah. So we and she is a coffee fiend, which is why we had the Death Wish in the first place. And before that night, I don't think you took a shot of it.
Oh God! No, I did.
Oh, did you?
Did you
try it?
Yeah, I had taken a half a shot of it. Remember?
Oh,
and then I started feeling
and just about died,
crazy and almost died.
Yeah. So at Steven's birthday party at Route 47, we ambushed him in the parking lot, and there is video of this, and it's on my channel.
And I'm very obnoxious in this video.
And we did ambush him. And say, it's your birthday, you got to try this. And I had it in a
squeeze bottle.
And it's like a squeeze bottle from like a Hidden Valley Ranch like sauce. Mm-hmm. So he was already like,
what the hell?
Standoffish, like, what the fuck are you trying to give me, dude? And I was just like, take it. Just take it. And you took a shot at that point too.
Oh, well, of course I did.
I'm
not going to make him do that alone.
Off camera. But yeah, and I was just like, just do it. It's your birthday. Fuck it, go. And he took it, and he just about died. You could see the soul leaving his body. So for his birthday this year, we're just gonna have to up our game and see what else we can do.
I don't know. Oh God. well, we already promised that though to Beth.
Okay.
She wants
so
it.
I mean, we'll have to. We'll have to do something in their favorite Patron.
I was gonna say we could do some.
We'll have to.
We could do.
What can we do?
We can do
Patron. We'll have to find out what
Tequila Rose and tequila.
Like their favorite like snack is.
Oh.
And we'll soak that in Patron, and we'll have them do a shot of that.
Okay. So yes, let us know, guys. What you would like.
Next time we see you, if not before June 3rd, because that Los Angeles playing with Casket on June 3rd at the Amsterdam. That should be an awesome fucking show.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The one with the poster where you can't really
Yeah.
see us.
Yeah, where I didn't see you at first for like.
Yeah, let us know what your favorite kind of snack food is, and we will soak it in, or we will steep it in Patron, and that will be fed to you on your birthday. Because as much as we love you, and it's because
I'll
we
let
love
him
you,
do the feeding.
and it's because we love you that we like to torture you. Yeah.
True.
I mean, you torture me by making me do Patron shots for your birthday every year, and I warm room temperature Patron shots, which are not good.
Yeah.
Because apparently every bartender in the city
they don't know how
refuse to just put Patron, shaker, ice, shake, pour.
Even just at least, I mean, you could keep it in the fridge, but it is that much better shaken.
It is so much better chilled.
It took the little bowling alley in Delano, Minnesota to teach me that the fabulous, I don't know her name, but the fabulous lady bartender there was like, Patron shots? Okay, shake. I'm like, what are you doing?
And then you took it and you were like, oh.
And then I was like, oh my goodness. It's really freaking
mind blowing.
Yes. It just oops it that much more.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm
chilled.
still traumatized from that freaking peach, man. I can't. I'm going to have nightmares. If I'm screaming tonight,
it's because of that.
It's because I'm remembering this.
We have good stuff coming.
Good, thank goodness.
I was just going to say, chilled, because I'm not a huge tequila person in the first place. Especially when you're talking like Jose. I mean, no offense to Jose Cuervo, but
it is what it is.
It's basic bitch tequila.
You know what you're getting. I mean,
and so yeah, their thing is Patron. They do Patron shots for either of their birthdays.
Yeah.
And warm, I could maybe choke down one.
Mm-hmm.
If they actually had them chilled, like you had in Delano, I could probably do 3 or 4, maybe.
Yeah.
Because it just goes down that much smoother, and the cold kind of numbs your throat and kind of helps.
That's what she said.
Anyway, okay. So before we get to, because this is the
grand
strawberry cream savers.
Happy of them all.
Strawberry cream savers in the Malibu, which Mr. Dovarayan gave a 20 out of 10.
Oh my. That's tight.
It's sticky because of the sugar content.
Oh, the sugar. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is your candied sugared pineapple that you can buy, soaked in Malibu. And this has been soaking for
a long time.
Freaking ever.
I love the long time.
But yeah, so you get like...
It's pretty too.
It's gelatinized.
Really freaking pretty.
That's just a happy little snack right there.
I want one now.
I figured.
You know me. You knew what you knew.
And actually,
I'm gonna have to try one. Even though I'm like, this is a shit ton of carbs, but I don't care. YOLO, bitches.
YOLO.
Oh my god, that is so good.
Yeah, those are freaking delicious.
Ooh, there's not even barely burn.
There's barely any burn. You still get the sweetness of the pineapple. And again, it's changed texture.
That's good.
Oh, even the liquid is good.
I don't want any of that. I'll take your word for that.
No, because it's almost
ooh,
it's almost syrupy, and it's sweet but not too sweet.
Those would probably be good in some margarita.
Oh.
Yeah, make like a tropical margarita. A pina colada margarita.
A pina. Anyway.
Piñarita.
Piñarita.
There you go.
So.
Yums.
This is a definitely recommend.
That's at least a 20 out of 10.
That's a 20 out of 10.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mr. Ryan, or Ryan, Mr. Doka, whatever.
Doka Ryan.
That's his screen name.
What's his name?
I don't know if that's his.
Oh.
If it's just his name backwards or something. Anyway, if you're watching, candied pineapple, so like the sugar coated candied pineapple, dried pineapple in Malibu rum, 20 out of 10. Guaranteed.
At least.
Guaranteed. Okay, so here you go.
No bone apple teeth.
Again, no bone apple teeth. They've all completely melted.
And there's a little bit of chunkies in there, but nothing like too bad.
Yeah, nothing to actually hold on to. Yeah, and that smells freaking delicious.
Okay.
And it looks like, Nesquik strawberry milk.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So I'm excited.
I was trying to figure out, gotta get that full for you. There you go. I was trying to figure out what it looked like. It just got that total fake color and everything that you only get from a natural thing.
Your strawberry cream savers.
Mm.
Which I'd open and individually unwrap every one, put in the jar.
Thank you for your hard work.
Yeah. And then, just put it with the Malibu and there you go.
All right.
Go.
Yay. Cheers.
Cheers to you. Thank you for subscribing and watching whatever the hell it is that we do.
Being awesome.
And being awesome. Absolutely. Yeah. That might be the smoothest going down.
I feel like I just licked a strawberry shortcake doll.
That's fairly accurate, yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you tastes a lot better than a strawberry shortcake doll would taste. I mean, I don't know from experience, but I'm not that kind of a pervert. I'm a pervert, but I'm not
that was my next question. It's like, how do you know?
How do you know? Play-Doh tastes like boogers. How do you know?
I went through like 3 tubs to be able to figure it out. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that might be the best one of the bunch.
It is.
For sure.
Yep. That and the pineapple. Or the pineapple is off the charts, literally, because that wasn't on the
list.
But that is good stuff. That is good. It's strawberry shortcake flavored booze. Like strawberry shortcake doll flavored booze.
Yeah, so the smell of a strawberry shortcake doll.
Exactly.
In a taste with a little hint of the bitterness of the coconut coming through. Which just kind of cuts it just enough to...
Yeah, that is good. That's good stuff. It's like, you know how... Okay, I'm going to fess up to something here. Do you know how... These cream savers, especially the strawberry ones, are so freaking delicious that when I remember eating them back when they were very popular, and it's like, I already have a problem where, like certain candies and stuff, you can't just suck on them forever. You actually want to bite the shit out of them because they're so good.
Consume them, yeah.
Same thing there. Like, you took them from, I have to bite this because it's so yummy, and you just made it alcoholic. So...
Yeah, and,
easy.
Yeah, and
that could get you drunk real fast.
So it's like you could just down that and
like
be good for the night.
Like I'm just gonna wander around with bottles of that shit. I'm gonna be like what's his face from Trailer Park Boys with the not Randy.
I never really got into Trailer Park Boys.
Shit.
I mean I know the characters, I don't know their names though.
I can't. I feel dumb. Maybe it is Randy. No, it's not. I can't remember his name now, but you know who I'm talking about. The one that always has a drink.
Yeah.
Like no matter where he is, he's always got a drink. Like I'm just gonna wander around the place like this, and sip and
with
go
your
we're gonna walk down the grocery store and come back around and go to the movie theater. And
with your mason jar of
I mean I can get a smaller jar if I have to. I could put that one in where the lefty doesn't.
Well, I was gonna say I've got flasks too.
Yeah, I have the little. Yeah, I have little. You can get more at Total Wine if you want. Actually, they're the juice box Capri Sun kind of.
Oh yeah, the collectible ones. Yeah.
And
because I've got
those.
So you
can fill those up.
This guy and
work.
This guy.
Oh yeah.
So this guy, it's backwards and you can't read it, but that's okay. Mount Royal Bottle Shop. I don't even know what that is. Established 1939. This one I found in my apartment building, behind the scenes. We used to have a table down in the laundry room that people would just leave stuff that they didn't want, and it was like a cool little like open market. And I found that there. They kind of put the kibosh on that. And this one I got. My family used to play on holidays. It's turning into a long story.
That's okay. I'm listening. I'm here for it.
So we had
too.
Me and my ex and her friend and her husband and all their collective kid. We kind of had a little like commune kind of thing going on. And so all the kids had different parents that they went off to for like holidays. So Christmas was always hard because everybody was off doing their own thing. But New Year's was pretty much ours. So we developed this thing called New Year's Miss, which we would do essentially Christmas for the first part of it, and then go into New Year's for the last of it and actually watch the ball drop and all that stuff. So sometime during the night, I don't know which part it was in, we would play the dice game, or our version of like a white elephant. So everybody would bring, I don't even remember how we calculated it, but it's like, bring whatever gifts you want, wrap them, and then, do the dice around. If you get doubles, you get to take a gift until all the gifts are gone, and then everybody opens everything. And then so you kind of get to spy what everybody else has, and then you go around again with the timer, and if you get doubles, you get to steal. And this was one of those that I saw, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting that. By the end of the night, I'm getting that. And nobody fought me for it.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, I guess this class is mine now.
Sweet.
I've never used it. Only because, traditionally flasks, you think of using like a bourbon or a single spirit. And I don't have a single spirit that I like the taste of enough to fill a flask with. Except for maybe like Bailey's at Christmas. Well,
you got your black cherry now.
I do have a black. I don't drink that straight though.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
I suppose I could mix it. But that could kind of troublesome. But yeah, because I'm not your stereotypical man. I can't just drink 3 fingers of what's a really Macallan 18 or whatever.
That's all right. I'll drink it, and you can have the foo-foos.
Well, I was going to say you'll do your crown.
My crown.
Apple crown, sliver of ice. But
yeah, it works.
Yeah, you'll drink my real booze for me.
Yes. It's all good.
It's all good, and that's the thing, because I saw a little one of the reels on YouTube about a comedian who was saying, it sucks going out on dates because I can't drink, you know, it's like the opposite of like, or the flip side of the women comedians who joke about not being able to like order a cheeseburger and they have to order a salad.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I have to order a whiskey, and whiskey is nasty. Because people would look at me funny if I ordered like a pina colada.
Oh.
And I'm not like that. I've always been like, if you want a burger, just have a fucking burger. If I want a fucking, you know, tequila sunrise, I'll order a tequila sunrise. You know, it's like, life's too short to like play that game. You know, it's just like, and especially as of late, I've been trying to be as transparent as possible, just because there's no reason not to. I mean, the world is fucked up enough. You don't need to add anything to it, you know?
Nope.
So, anyway, that's my little, I'll get off my soapbox now. So, strawberry cream savers, what are we giving it? Easily 10 out of 10. I would agree. I think it's a 20 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one.
I mean, we're sitting here like.
He really got right.
Yeah. Oh, that's good stuff.
That is, but then again, it tastes absolutely. Just for comparison.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Just for comparison.
Because he's got some, right?
Okay. Timmy Leonard, you're responsible for this.
Yes, you are. Are you proud of yourself? Yeah, he is.
Because we went to his house.
Did you shake it a little?
I didn't shake it.
Shake it a little.
When he got his new house in the suburbs, we went there and for the housewarming and ended up around his fire pit, and we started doing shots. And I don't know, what were you guys doing shots of?
There was a rum.
Oh, the fancy
rum. The fancy. It wasn't a boom boo, but it was a good rum.
It was a good rum.
Yes.
But he also had tequila rose, which I'd never even like heard of before.
Yeah, I heard of, but I've never actually.
Which is a strawberry tequila cream.
I would just use the same glass.
I'll get a clean glass.
Oh.
No, there's my
I'm just using the same glasses. I'm not too worried about it.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But he busted out this tequila rose, and we went through almost a bottle that night. I mean, it was a lot of shots. But yeah, this is my jam.
It's a prettier color already, though. That's for sure. I mean, this is the strawberry shortcake doll color.
Yeah, this is a nice pale
This is strawberry
princess pink. Yeah.
It smells more fresh strawberry-y.
And it's way creamier and it's a little sharper.
Now that's a lot more real strawberry flavor. Yeah, it's more creamy and it's more of a real strawberry flavor. Almost like a frozen strawberries that you can buy in the brick, and then you use for the strawberry shortcake and stuff. The real strawberry shortcake is what that tastes like. And this tastes like the artificial strawberry shortcake doll. Which one do you like better?
And maybe I'm biased just because this one is cold and that one is warm. And I think if that one's cold, it might make a difference. But just back to back, I would take the tequila rose.
Me too.
That one, it's good. I mean, it's still, of the 6 that we tried, it's still a 20 out of 10. But it's got a little bit more, almost like a chemically taste, which again goes into the strawberry shortcake toast.
Yeah.
But of the 6, it's It's still the best. It's
Mm.
still, if you can get your hands on some cream savers and some Malibu, I would definitely do it.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
If you're into that kind of thing.
It's like a homemade tequila rose in a way, but
Yeah.
I wonder if you added like a splash of like half and half to it. It would probably make it a little closer to a tequila rose. It still has that weird, but that artificially taste.
Yeah,
to it.
that chemical taste to it.
Yeah.
But if you were to add a little bit of cream and actually blend it, because I just let these sit on the jar, or on the shelf in the jar, and then took them and just kind of shook them and mixed them. So they're not really mixed. If you were to add a little bit of cream and actually like blend it, you get closer for sure.
Yeah. I mean, good stuff though.
Yeah.
But yeah. Tequila Rose is evilly addictive.
Tequila Rose
is really good.
Yeah, literally that night. Jesus Christ, we did 8, 9, 10 shots.
You guys did. I didn't.
Yeah,
I was driving,
did.
and and I was on.
You were on.
Was I taking medication?
I think you were just. You had just started. I think one of your meds.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just had a couple.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and Timmy easily polished off half a bottle. Over the course of like 3 hours.
I'm like, as long as you can crawl to the car and crawl up the stairs.
Which I did.
Which I did. I cannot carry you.
Yeah. No, that's fine. But yeah. So, Timmy, if you're watching, actually, I don't know if you would do that. I have no idea.
You never know. You take a minute, and then he might watch it because he might want to know, what did you say? Yeah.
And you'll have to watch to the very end. You'll have to watch
all the way through
an hour and a half worth.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hour and 25 minutes worth to find out what I said about him.
Before he figures out what we're rambling on, or you can always do you still do your time tags? You can time tag Timmy. Timmy.
They'd be like, what the hell? Dude, just, yeah.
Well, that was interesting.
That was very interesting. Yeah, I mean, the results were a lot different than I thought they'd be.
Yeah.
I had higher hopes for the peaches and absinthe, especially the way he went on about it. Yeah, that was a disappointment.
Well, and the absinthe that we put in there is, I mean, all absinthe is very herbal, but the absinthe that we used in this one, Copper King?
Copper something.
Whatever it was. It's a very herbal.
Copper and Kings.
Yeah. It's a very, very herbal, it's a very good absinthe, but it's a very herbal absinthe. So, lots of wormwood in that. So if you...
Okay, take a whiff of that. That does not nearly smell as bad as it does in the jar.
No, it doesn't.
No. It's
very sweeter.
Very mellow in the bottle.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Don't do that.
I was curious if you were gonna or not. I'm like, is he really gonna? Oh, okay. He can do his senses. Even I wouldn't do that. So yeah. So if,
even in your heyday, well, in your heyday you probably would.
Absinthe is his own special little thing there. That's you gotta be gentle with it. So
yeah, I mean, and I don't know if any of the rumors about absinthe are true. That you get like visions and hallucinations and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
In the absinthe tasting that we did, nothing happened.
No.
Spoilers, nothing happened. But I'd be curious to see, like, if there was a specific either brand or variety of absinthe that caused this, to try that just to see.
Yeah.
And how much you would have to drink in order to trigger those effects.
Oh,
You know.
apparently I'm like past my bedtime or something. I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah.
You have had like
Well.
6 shots, so.
Yeah. Well. That's not shots.
Okay, so like
But
3 shots.
maybe. Yeah. That sounds altogether. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I figured since we are in celebration,
Oh.
we could.
Okay.
So, for you followers that follow my channel, you know that I've gotten the bespoke box since November.
Yes.
And one of them had an aging kit, aging kit, not Asian, aging
like,
kit,
don't laugh. Don't laugh.
aging kit in it. And so we were debating what to age, because again, I don't have any regular bourbon. I don't have any regular, scotch or anything like that. But we do have.
Camarena, wasn't it that we used tequila? I thought it was tequila we used. Oh, cachaça.
Cachaça.
That's right. I forgot we used the cachaça.
Silver cachaça.
Yeah.
Which is in the rum family.
It's a Brazilian rum.
It's a Brazilian rum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really funky.
Yeah.
It really smells like bananas.
Yeah.
So we decided, let's age that.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see.
Yep, to see what happens. Look at the color change.
I mean, the color change
cool.
is insane. Because this looks like bourbon now.
Yeah.
And this looks like water.
Yeah.
So this, I mean, very funky, very banana.
Smells like caramelized plantains, and I love such a thing.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
And there's a slight sweetness to it. I think we've tried this straight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
There's a slight sweetness to it. Not as much as I expected. But, So, we've had this in here for
quite a few months, because that was
months.
The first or second box? Was that the first box?
I think second box.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because the first box was the Dutch oven.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and then I mean, since we got the box, then we decided. So it's been in here at least 2.5, 3 months.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So just that was a nice pop. Just on the nose, the banana has mellowed like significantly.
Yeah.
It's not quite as like pungent as it was.
Mm-hmm.
Do
you have a glass? I have a glass, so I don't need another one. I've got a bitty glass. I'll even like hold a little bit there, so it's more.
And no, I'm not going to do a full shot because I'm already feeling a little tipsy.
Remember, you gotta be able to crawl to bed. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, so we've been aging this for a couple months, and just as an experiment, just to see,
Here we go. All right. It's very pretty.
It is very pretty. It's a very light caramel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in the glass on the nose, it smells different than the bottle on the nose. It's a lot. It opens it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cheers. You can taste that wood.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's pretty good. That is good.
That is all yours.
That is a very interesting flavor.
Now, what applications would you use that for?
Drink it. Ice. One little tiny fleck of ice.
Just straight?
Yeah.
You wouldn't make it
Oh.
a cocktail with it?
Well, you know how I like to drink my yummy stuff.
This is true.
So I would just literally a
couple slivers of ice and like
smaller ice cube in
two
there.
fingers worth and
And just
there you go.
sip. Yep, that's good. I could totally drink that straight. Or neat, per se.
I could not.
Well,
neat is without ice.
That's right. Well, I could drink it neat too.
Yeah.
But I could drink it.
It would be better
with
rubber ice.
With a little ice.
It'd be better chill.
A little bit of an ice, for me at least, and I prefer just a couple, either a smaller piece of ice, or just a couple of the flecks of ice, depending on what ice you have. But just enough to add just a tiny bit of chill.
Would it be better with that little amount of ice or just in the fridge? Chilled in the fridge.
I like a little ice in mine.
Okay.
I think that extra addition of water helps to
dilute a little
kind of swirl out some of the flavors a little.
Some of the harshness.
Yeah. Well, no, just it just kind of like how when you loosh the absinthe, it gives it a different composition. It helps to make some more things flower out of it to kind of
bring out. Yeah.
This is kind of the same thing.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay.
Well, it depends on who you're talking to, because Ian, Ian, my oldest son, Ian, is no to the adding, or some places, or people will add just even a little tiny splash of just plain tap water, or plain water, not probably tap water, depending on how crappy your tap water is.
Right.
But just a
little splash of water.
Splash of water to it.
Oh yeah.
To bring out the same.
Oh yeah, I've bartended for Legion people. I know the winter water. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that kind of a thing, only with that.
Yeah.
Would be good, but I like just a dash of chill in mine, so that's why I like the ice. But
yeah, you can see the opposites now. She's very much a
coffee.
Just put the liquor in the glass.
Give me my damn booze, yeah.
And I'm let's disguise it as much as possible.
See,
I don't want to taste it.
I like that. That is freaking fabulous. That is gonna be as I'm cooking and I'm having a couple of little yummy drinkies and sipping on that kind of a business. So, because I do like to have occasionally a little drink while I'm cooking, and
or cleaning, or doing whatever.
Or doing whatever,
and throw some records on, and
Yes, absolutely. So just not to have a teetering stack of my plates and then they all fall on the ground and break. I don't know sometimes about myself. At least it was just plates. It's not like it was just the end of the world or anything.
Yes, and we exchanged plates stories. Because I actually have an injury and a scar, one of the few scars I have, from when I was working at the nursing home kitchen, my first job I got when I was 17. And I was doing dishes through the big industrial belt-driven dishwasher. And there was a stack of plates that I was sliding over to feed into the washer, and it started to tumble. And I, like an idiot, tried to grab it and stop them from breaking, and they broke into my hand. So I had to go to my supervisor and say,
I'm bleeding.
And she said, okay, go to the hospital. So I just, got a taxi to the hospital or whatever, which is where I sat for another half hour, 45 minutes before anyone even attended to me. And then I think I got a couple of stitches and then went back to work, and they're like, yeah, you're done for the day. Come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I was all of maybe 18, 19 at the time. And hadn't. The only other time I had been at the hospital for stitches was when I was 7, 8. and I got hit in the head with the trampoline leg.
Yeah.
Which I tell that to people, and they're like, how the hell did that happen? It's like, A, I was a kid.
Things
B,
happen.
I don't remember how it happened. I remember the ride to the hospital because it wasn't my parents because they were both at work.
Oh.
I think it was during the summer. So it was my neighbors actually who loaded me into their olive green old school Jeep.
Oh.
That I remember clearly.
Oh, yeah.
And took me to the hospital and with towel on my head because I was bleeding profusely. Because that scar right there is that. But yeah, other than that, so this scar, and I sprained my wrist once. Those are the only real injuries I had my entire life, really.
That's good. Knock on wood.
Which is incredible, because you have my stepsister, Becky, I'm going to call you out, who for a while, literally every year, she would break a different bone. Oh. I swear to God. It was her ankle, it was her wrist, it was like every year for like 4 years, she broke a different bone. It was just like, it got ridiculous at a point. Oh. Like every family picture, she was in a cast.
Oh, poor girl.
It was kind of insane. But okay, I'm gonna have to do another few of this just to get the. No offense to the Kasasha.
It's just not your thing.
It's just not my thing, and I was expecting it to be a lot sweeter. For some reason, I thought it'd be sweeter than regular rum, which is fairly sweet in the first place. But it's just funkier.
Yeah. Oh, it's like it's smokier and funkier and yeah. It doesn't take any of the burn out of it. You probably were expecting it to chill out some of that burn, but it did not.
I will stick to the tequila rose and the Mike's Hard and
then the stuff
and that stuff. And even the beets.
Even the beets.
Even the beets were really good.
Oh, it's okay. I had said he didn't mean it, but he does mean it.
But I do mean it. But
this is mine.
Yeah,
and then I can feel like a pirate. Arr.
Yeah, because you have the little bottle.
And cool little bottle.
And I have another of the wooden
stick. Yeah, things. And you can take this out and rinse it off and dry it.
I will take that out.
Yeah.
And you can take that home.
Yep. No, this can stay here.
I was going to say, I just have the one bottle.
This will be our, we can find something to put it into then. And,
and get other stuff that I can actually age.
Yeah. Let's do that.
And know what?
Well, you're going to try aging your black cherry Largo Bay.
Oh, maybe.
I thought you were going to try give that a shot too.
Yeah, see what that does to it.
Yeah. Worth a try. Yeah. Smoky cherry. That might be good.
That might be good.
Ooh, and some Coke.
Oh.
Put some smoky cherry and some Coke. Yeah. That would be good. And I can't remember if the sticks were different woods or not.
I don't think
you still have you don't have the pamphlet that came with it.
I don't think I have the pamphlet anymore.
Okay.
But I don't think they were different.
Oh, okay.
I think there was.
All right.
But yeah, we can use each piece of wood, I think, like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. But I would use the new one for your cherry.
Yeah.
I let this one dry out for a little while. Yeah. You know, I just got thought of those bottles at IKEA with the stoppers.
Oh.
Those would work too good for aging bottles. Those would work really good,
yeah.
Or simple syrups or whatever you wanted to use them for. So.
Yeah, considering the squeeze bottles that you get at IKEA don't have any sort of caps on them,
which is weird.
Which I find kind of weird. The bottles themselves are nice and substantial, but they have no caps on them. That's kind of weird. But
yeah, that was an adventure.
It's always an adventure.
Always an adventure.
And now that I'm a little more than a little
schnockered.
A little schnockered. You're not quite so much.
I'm very little because I did do the minis, but that's fine.
Which is fine.
My liver is happy for that.
Yeah. And one of us should probably be in somewhat
control.
But
yes.
But yeah, these are fun.
Yeah.
They have turned into like drinking videos, but that's okay. That's okay.
Not always.
But
sometimes.
Well, probably. If you see us at this table, more than likely a lot of alcohol is going to be consumed. So
yeah, well,
at least by me.
He's got hardwood floors, so if we make a mess, it's not a big deal. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember the last one. It devolved into just pulling bottles off the shelf and doing shots of them.
Let's try this. Let's try that.
But we
it kind of did this time too, a little bit.
A little bit.
Not too bad.
I mean, we planned to do the six jars, and then in the back of my head, I was like, oh, we should try that too.
Yeah. Yep. I forgot about that.
And then we pulled out the tequila rose just for comparison, and the pineapple just for fun. But
yeah.
But I mean, if we do one of these every, I don't know, couple months or so.
Yeah.
And with all the, I mean, apparently the hard tea is the new.
Oh yeah.
The new thing, and we have the Lipton variety pack. I'm looking at it. If you haven't tried it, the peach is okay. The lemon and the half and half pretty much taste the same. Strawberry, surprisingly good. Just saying.
Yeah.
But I know there's a Bojangles hard tea. There's an Arizona hard tea. There's at least one more. So hard tea is like the new thing.
Yeah.
And of course we eventually have to try them all. I just read, because there's the hard Mountain Dew, which I don't think we did a video on.
No, I don't believe so.
All of them are pretty good. In my opinion, the original is the best, just because I'm such a fan of the original Mountain Dew that whatever variation, whether it be the Game Fuel or the other one, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Any variation that's the original flavor is probably going to be my favorite. Baja Blast was okay. Black Cherry was pretty good, and I don't remember what the fourth one was.
Watermelon.
Was it watermelon?
I think it was a watermelon.
I know they released the orange, whatever the orange flavor of the what is it? What's the name of it?
Mountain Dew?
Oh, Mountain Dew. Yeah, the live wire.
Oh, there we go.
They released a hard live wire.
They did.
Which doesn't come in any of the packs. It's like an individual can. And then I just read just the other day that they're going to introduce a Baja Blast variety pack of the hard Mountain Dew.
Wow.
Which does not include the Baja Blast Gold, which is the pineapple, which is freaking delicious. Does not include that, so I was a little disappointed. So that'll be coming out at some point. We still have to try the hard Sunny D. I think it's a vodka based Sunny D. I mean, there's so much stuff that comes out. This is the problem with TikTok. Because all the TikTokers have this stuff, and it doesn't get to us in the Midwest for another year, 2 years.
Crazy.
So they've already, passed by it, and we're just getting it. But yeah, we have all this stuff on our list, I think.
Yep. The Twisted Tea Pineapple.
The Twisted Tea Pineapple.
On one of ours.
We did hunt down.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The Twisted Tea whiskey, which, as it turns out,
it's good stuff.
Is pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
That didn't go well. Thank you. Maybe not straight out of the bottle. But
well, yeah.
but
It's
it
good
is,
stuff.
considering what it is, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So we did hunt that down.
There's another something. Oh, isn't there hard monsters now
Hard
too?
Monsters.
That's another one on the
That
list.
we have not tried yet. We have not found yet.
Yeah, not yet. Mm-mm.
And most of this stuff, I know you have your little local liquor stores you
yeah.
go to.
Yep.
But when we go together, it's Total Wine,
Mm-hmm.
which I've always liked because, again, going back to when I first started developing my bar during the dark times, they were the one place that actually delivered.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, so I can get all this stuff and just literally have it brought to my door.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And I've had 2, maybe 3 deliveries from them, which is pretty convenient. But yeah, about once a month or so, we'll take a trip and kind of see what they have, and which was another idea I had for the 103 subscriber special, which I was gonna suggest that we go to Total Wine. We go down the craft beer aisle. And again, I am not a beer person. I'm becoming more of a beer person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm developing my palate and able to, taste the different things, and because it used to be, oh, that tastes like beer. Now I can say, oh, I can tell the difference between like an IPA and a lager and a whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But go down the craft beer aisle and just pick like 3, strictly based on packaging. So if it's a cool can, I don't care what it tastes like. I'm gonna get that can, and then we come back and we taste them, which we might still do at some point.
Yeah, heck
I think
yeah.
that'd be fun. But
yeah, we could totally do that.
yeah, because I mean the craft beer explosion, which has been happening, God, for
Ever.
at least like 20 years now.
Yeah.
Is so creative. Oh my God, the names that they come up with, some of these, the images that they put on the packaging is just insane.
Yeah.
Who knows what they taste like? I mean, literally.
Well, you gotta read. Usually it says. Sometimes it doesn't. So.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
And that'll be the thing when we do this. You can't read.
It'd be hard.
It's literally just on okay. And not seeing if it's an IPA,
so if I
it's
try
a
to
stout,
read,
or if it's a lager.
just knock my hand away.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we're literally
Fair
just going by the image of the packaging.
Okay.
And kind of see what we get. We might get a winner. I don't know.
Yeah,
We
probably
might get
will.
6 cans of absolute crap. But
Can't be any worse than absinthe peaches.
Oh, definitely the loser of today was the absinthe peaches. Doka Ryan, I am so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with your taste buds. I don't know. Maybe the green absinthe made a difference. But no. Just no. No.
But yeah, remember that's yours.
Yeah.
You're right on it.
Beth Brennan and Sugar Buzz, that is all yours.
We shall bestow upon thee.
We will tag you in this. We'll have to go to probably like a Thursday night jam.
Oh yeah.
And present this to it. And say, this is for you and Sugar Buzz. We expect to see this at the next video you do of a band practice dinner.
Do not hold us responsible.
No more shots on Malort. You're doing this.
I don't know which one is I honestly can't tell you. I mean, I honestly don't know if it's worse than Malort though.
Eating the peach. If the choice was to do a shot of Malort or to eat another peach, I would do a shot of Malort. Honestly.
It's a toss-up.
That peach was hard to get through. It was very hard to get through.
Yeah. It was an experience.
For sure.
I think I'm going to have some PTSD from that peach.
Yeah,
actually.
if you wake up screaming, I'll just say, it's okay.
There's no peaches in here.
There's no peaches in here. It's okay. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, goodness. Okay, it's fun.
It is. And, maybe we'll do...
You got the hiccups now.
I do have the hiccups. Maybe we'll do this again in I don't know, 6 months. And see what else we can put in jars. And
I have ideas already.
What are your ideas?
Well, candy canes and something, because in another 6 months, it'll be close to Christmas. I said one of the dirty
Well, I was going to
ones.
say, and you brought some, the peppermint.
Oh, the nugget, peppermint nuggets.
Suckers.
Oh, that's right. Those would be good.
Now, do we double it up and do them in peppermint schnapps?
No.
Fair enough.
Too much.
Vodka?
Possibly, yeah.
Or the white rum?
Maybe. Probably the white rum would be the best. Marshmallow. I would like to do a marshmallow or a hot cocoa mix or something.
Oh.
Like that kind of an idea would be maybe good. Candy corn. You do candy corn in something. Apple crown?
I have the apple Captain Morgan too.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do cinnamon red hots.
The green one was the apple caramel suckers.
Oh! I don't remember what.
Probably just in vodka.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Huh.
See, we forget because we're old.
We gotta start.
We gotta start labeling this.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be, serious YouTube professionals.
I mean, speak for yourself. Maybe I don't want to be serious professional, but
again, I am 997 people away, subscribers away from even getting monetized. Which you would say, don't you want to get monetized? No.
It's probably a whole another pile of rules
really.
And stuff.
Because once you get monetized, they can actually punish you. For example, if we do a video and we record a band doing a song, whether it be whatever, they can say, oh, this is a copyright strike, but you're not monetized, so it's fine. You can do whatever. We can't punish you because all we can do is take your money away. We can still allow you to put it out there.
Yeah.
But if you were monetized, we take your, whatever money you make from that video away. Yeah.
Oh.
So until I reach that 1,000 subscriber mark, as far as I'm concerned, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
And they can't really do anything because I'm small enough that they're not even going to notice me, really. So would I like to be monetized? Oh, not really.
Yeah. It just comes with
I would love
problems.
to hover at that 990 subscriber point.
There we go.
So it's enough people that, but not enough to make
to make it difficult.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, we're still here. You're still here.
We're still here, and we're
hopefully.
talking about you. We're talking badly about you.
We're talking about you. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo.
But anyway.
Yeah.
That
was fun.
That was fun. That brought some unexpected results. Again, I had
That's probably the most polite way you could say.
I had higher hopes for the peaches, and those failed us.
Look at them; they're trying to get me. They keep moving closer and closer to me. You're staying in there.
And I didn't have high hopes for the beets, but they surprised me.
Yeah.
The liquid, especially, like that's actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could make a cocktail out of it.
I was almost wondering, it's kind of almost Thanksgiving-y.
Oh.
I wonder if you stuck like maybe some apple cider.
Some apple cider, a little cranberry, maybe some fresh orange peel.
That, or even some red wine. Mix that into some red wine.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, not that you necessarily need our wine to be a higher proof, but I mean, it depends on what family you're having coming over and stuff for Thanksgiving.
Since you got it, you might as well.
Might as well. Yep.
And apparently, again, that's almost a $1 of stuff.
There we go.
So, gotta do something with it. Yeah, I mean, and everything else would kind of played out like I thought it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some interesting bone apple teeth.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, those the chocolate orange, that was probably the most surprising.
Yeah.
Like I could eat. I don't want to say I'd finish that jar, but in my head I probably could. I don't know if I'd want to, but in my head I probably could. Because
I can imagine the hangover from all that sugar.
Oh Jesus!
All that sugar mixed with whatever booze you got into.
Mike MGTV would be all over us.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, it's the sugar that causes the hangover. It's like, I know. I'm aware of that.
Did it anyways.
I still like girly drinks.
Because I'm an adult. No one can tell me no. I'm an adult. I can eat. I'm an adult. No one will tell me no if I try to eat a whole pack of Girl Scout cookies. Bad thing. I'm an adult. No one will tell me no if I try to eat a whole pack of Girl Scout cookies. So.
Yeah, that's the videos I love now. It's like, I'm an adult and I have adult money, so I can do blah, blah, blah. And most of the time it's like buying Legos and shit.
I bought paper towels and toilet paper and feminine products and a steak and and it's like I'm rich. I bought basic groceries, it's like
let's see, what was the last thing I splurged on? Sadly, the last thing I kind of splurged on was like Tupperware containers.
Oh, yeah.
Which I desperately actually needed.
I was going to say the new toilet seat.
And the new toilet seat.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It's funny what things...
Well, I was going to say, last time we were at IKEA, we spent a little bit.
IKEA. You can't help it.
It's... I don't want to say it's evil, because it's really not.
It's very interesting.
It's
too fun.
It is too fun. And I know IKEA is nationwide, I would assume.
I think so.
I would assume so. We have one next to the largest mall in America, not in North America, because the Edmonton Mall in Canada is actually bigger.
Okay.
So big that they did a whole like short documentary about it, and they have like apartments in there and like a university. Like there are literally people that live in the mall, go to school, work in the mall. Like that's their entire life.
That's where we go in the zombie apocalypse. Maybe there's too many people though. There might be too many people.
I would just go to Moa.
Yeah.
Moa.
Would you? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Because at least for a little bit, you would have everything you need.
Well, that's true.
Unless, of course, everybody else goes to Moa. Then
I know, that's the thing. Yeah.
Then we go to like fucking Rosedale or something. One of the lesser Southdale,
Yeah. One of those. Yeah, true.
Where would you go in the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, tell us that. Yes.
Leave it in the comments. Either that or we just kind of sit back and just let the zombies eat us.
Eat me. No, really, eat me.
I mean, if you have to do that first, okay, but you
Yeah.
know, just
Yeah.
get on with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no.
We're doing it again. Well, I started it, but yeah, I always start. It's like one of those things is off on a tangent.
It just kind of slips out. You know,
Yeah.
or slips in, either way.
Right, that's what she said.
And this is why I write my videos for 18 and plus. Because you never know, especially after all the alcohol that I've consumed. You not so much, but me, you never know what I could possibly say.
Could get really interesting.
Could get real interesting.
Starts taking off his clothes.
That's a video for another platform.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No stripper poles. Nothing.
No stripper poles. Unless we decide to live stream from the Casket bus.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah.
Actually, that's one of the things that was brought up at practice. Logan said something about a stripper pole, and Tank was just like, "No, we'll just go to the Casket bus." And I was like, "Yeah,
yeah."
I slept on that bus. I know that bus. It's a good bus.
It's fun. She's pretty. Is her name Ruby? I can't remember. She's
I
bus.
believe the bus is Ruby. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very pretty little bus.
I don't know the names of the Corvette and the.
Oh.
What else does he have? He has another vehicle.
Does he have two?
Is that right? I thought it was like a truck of some sort. Like a Hummer, not a Hummer, but something like a Jeep or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I know he has the Corvette, the older Corvette, the like.
Yeah.
Corvette. And they're all red, and they're all
Yeah, pretty babies.
Very pretty babies.
Fun. I'm gonna fall asleep in here. I'll fall asleep like this. That would leave a mark if I fell asleep like that.
Yeah, that would have a lot of explaining to do.
No.
Go back to work and be like, what the hell's wrong with you? Well, I was snuggling with a bottle of Kashasha, and you know.
They'll be like, oh, that sounds about right. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Mixy. Oh wait, that's the other guy's
Mixy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Doug Orion, definitely follow him on TikTok. He is very, very entertaining.
Yes.
And lots of good ideas too, actually. One big pikey and one big pikey wifey.
That's right.
Follow both of them. They're both very entertaining. Gary the barbecue chef.
Oh yeah.
Also very entertaining.
Oh my gosh.
And I know all of these are pretty much like alcohol related, but that's what works. Who else do I follow that's not alcohol related? Haley and AJ. They're good. Kendra and Haley. They're fun.
Kinky moments of history.
Oh yeah. Louise. I don't know what her actual Twitter name is or TikTok name is, but yeah, kinky moments in history. I've learned a lot of stuff. We have been deviants for quite a long time. Jesus Christ. I don't know who else. I mean, I follow like Bert, the Machine.
Oh yeah, I don't know
I forget
the rest of his name.
last name.
I know what you're talking about.
And like Taylor Tomlinson and people like that. But yeah. TikTok is not as silly as some people make it out to be.
Yeah.
It started out that way, I think.
Yeah.
With the TikTok dances and all that. But it's developed into like an actual like
resource
and like community. Dylan.
Oh,
the retro
recipes.
recipe guys.
Yeah.
God, I forget his last name. Shit.
I don't know.
Hollis. Dylan Hollis.
Okay.
Follow him. He's really good too.
Maybe he has a recipe for absinthe peaches. Okay. Should we mail these absinthe peaches to him?
We could.
Be like, here, buddy, let's
He'd be
make
like,
something with this.
What the fuck?
And he'd be like, even Eggies can't fix that.
Eggies.
Yeah.
Floof powder. Yeah, you should follow him too. He's quite entertaining. And now we're just giving shout outs to people.
Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We have a lot of tagging to do, mister.
Yeah, we do.
All I gotta do is sit here and talk for a little while. He does all the hard work.
Yeah, I get to do all the editing and well, I call it editing. It's not really editing.
It's more edited than it would be if it was me.
This is true.
I would go video, there, click,
Go.
goodbye.
Maybe think of a title, maybe think of a thumbnail.
Tag you in it maybe.
Yeah.
Other than that, meh.
Though you're getting better because when you went shirt of the day, you actually did tag KoBb.
I did!
Which is
And
I was so proud of you for that.
And I was thinking I should have tagged New Defective
Yesterday,
the day before because I didn't I did. I actually was like, oh hey, @ I know how to do it. It's an @ So I'm learning slowly. Old brains.
Did anyone from KoBb actually respond to you?
Not that I know of yet.
Okay.
I know Adam saw my post from yesterday.
Yeah, that's because Kim pointed it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because she was like, hey, Adam, check this out.
Yeah.
And he was like, good job.
My
or whatever he
alpaca.
said.
My alpaca lunch shirt. Yeah. That's what I call it. Because it's some joke about alpaca lunch. But it's, some kind of joke that I've heard before.
Yeah. And those are
Charlie's alpacas?
Song lyrics on it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I believe so.
I don't know what song.
I don't have it with me right now, so I can't start. Well, I know there's Walk With Me Closely, which is Animal Guide.
Oh, okay.
Part of the lyrics for Animal Guide, I believe it is.
Which part of Animal Guide?
There's one or two. I think is it in both though? Maybe.
I thought there was 3 parts.
There might be 3 now.
I thought there was 3.
I think there is 3 now. But so I'd have to brush up on my lyrics a little bit. So I haven't fully I have fully completely, but it's been a long time since I've fully completely immersed. So
did they have the lyrics in the booklet?
I think they did. I have to look.
Is there a booklet?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you have it, don't you?
I do.
Do you want me to go look?
But I don't know. I didn't know if that was a regular CD case or if that was like a digipack.
I don't know.
Just the cardboard sleeve.
Yeah, no, I think it's a real one.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume either way there would be lyrics written out. But...
Well, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I'll have to. I guess. Well, my way of immersion is usually driving in my car with it blaring around my brain so I can really soak it all in and just listen to the same CD for anywhere between 3 and 5-ish days. Yeah.
Yeah, and my immersion is doing that, but on the bus doing it from work.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is crazy business going on out there.
Yeah, welcome to the city.
High speed police chase. Anyone? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if I could sleep without like sirens. That's what which is why it's so odd to sleep at your place because there's like nothing.
Barely. I mean, sometimes we get them, and then sometimes we get like the train noises, but not too much. So not like this kind of stuff. So.
Yeah.
Wow. I know. I think it's bedtime.
I think so.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
everybody's.
Yeah, now that we're over 2 hours,
Oh my lord.
we may have to cut that back a bit.
Maybe a little.
Or not.
Or
Fuck
not.
it, you know.
Oh, I got the po-po going past. Why are they so close? Oh, they're like,
Are they stopping like at the end of the block?
I don't know if I can see anything. God. I don't know. They're close though. It's not me. I didn't do it.
This time.
This time. What? Hey.
Sorry.
So say sorry to me, not to them.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Hey, remember, we don't have bail money, right?
No bail money, no operating or no emergency room.
Yeah. Yep. There's rules. There's
Mhm.
rules. That's
Rules
what
and
it was.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Anyway,
don't need bail money. Don't
it's
need
always good
emergency
to have
room.
rules in place.
Yes. And all your other things you like to say.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. Support every single one of your locals, artists, artisans, local coffee companies, local whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And again, saying that is not a knock on any national corporations, but if you have local people in your vicinity
Yeah.
that you can support, absolutely do it.
Mm-hmm.
We do it by going to shows.
Yeah.
And if a band has merch, just buy the damn t-shirt.
Buy the
You know
t-shirt.
what I'm saying? Just
Buy the t-shirt.
buy the t-shirt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just be kind, because there's no reason not to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have to go to bed now.
Mm-hmm. Good night.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you in the next one.